feel like a little kid. Hi! For all you beautiful Geminis, I am happy to do a tarot reading for the days of April 30th through May 6th. And you got kind of a sweet reading here. It looks like the outcome is going to be very, very good. So let's start with that on a good note. And all you Geminis, I heard to tell you to look for the silver lining. They're giving me the symbol of the coins at the end of the rainbow. Something about for you, for those people that know the great asset of working with like-minded people, that you're to praise the fact there are like-minded people. Wouldn't it be great, they're saying, if it was a world filled with like-minded people, positive people. And so there's a particular person who needs a hello about an invitation, and there's an invitation on the table and to go ahead and accept. The person is, what's the word? It's viable. There's a lot of joy in that invitation. I'm seeing a ballerina doing point at the bar, stretching their limbs and doing point. Something about that's like an exercise. It's a dance exercise, so they're saying this isn't practice. Something about joy is a good motivator. It's the old adage of, if this was the last day of our lives, how would we live it, kind of thing. Would we seize the life with both hands, or would we slam the door shut? And something about art imitating life, or is it the other way around? I can't, this is like my third reading, so yeah, it's Shakespeare, where art, where your art is bleeding into your actual life. And all but love life is a stage, and we are just mere players. It's quoting Shakespeare, right? I'm supposed to tell some specific person out there that shallowness is not one of your qualities. Think bigger. Think bigger, outside the box. So you're not gonna attract shallow people to you. Or only if you could wish. It's too late for that. And on a lighter note, there's a lot of joy coming for you. So joy begets joy. When you create in joy, you receive back in joy. This is like one of the spiritual mechanisms that whatever you put out in joy, you receive it back joyfully. And I'm just like green lighting it. It's like it's green lit. It's not only green lit, but it's actually gold lit, which is even a higher vibration. And there's a lot of goodness coming for you. Something about, I see the picture of treading water. That's really not your style. Not really your style. Not at all. It's never been your style. And something about wanting to go to the ballet. You want to go to the ballet. You don't want to stay at home. You're going to miss the ballet. Box seats at the ballet. And there's a higher destiny calling you. There's a project that you need good people for. And you need to be sure of their quotient. And so it's kind of when the teacher arrives, when the student is ready, the teacher arrives in reverse. You've been a teacher, so now you're sitting back and you're being the student called to play with the other teachers. And it doesn't have to be dull or unexciting. It can be actually quite fun. But somebody's kind of like sitting in the back seat, letting the driver drive and resting on their laurels. That's the Six of Water cup here. The outcome is like, I've had such a fulfilling life already. I don't need more fulfillment. Yeah, but you never know. Maybe you're just one of those people who, I know I'm that way. And I personally, it sounds kind of very trite and kind of self, what's it called? I really enjoy my company, so I really enjoy spending time at home, and I really like my dog, and I really like, I'm kind of a homebody at heart, and but on the other side, I have that other side of me that really, once I get going, I love to be out, enjoy going out and being on the town and getting out and people watch and being seen, you know, and wearing the duds where you get to go out and be seen. And so there's two sides of me. I really enjoy being a homebody and hanging out and reading and writing, and I was going to say arithmetic, but that's not what I meant. Reading, writing, watching movies, that kind of thing. But then I like to be on the other side of it too. I like to be actually the mover and the shaker, and that's kind of, if you know your destiny is to be a mover and a shaker, then you have to take it by both hands and do the shaking. So, okay, not light worker, what's the other, I can't think of that term. You need to get, you know, but it's just kind of like this person and knows that they can create fun whenever they want, so they're like, I can take it or I can leave it, basically. So it's kind of fun. And fun to be ambiguous, play with ambiguity for a while. And so I'm just kind of laughing at my own matching pictures associated with having a full life and feeling like, okay, I really don't have time to meet new people and that kind of thing, because I have so many wonderful friends. I don't have time for them. But when you have friends like light workers, what do they call them? The movers and shakers. I can't think of that term, but when Obama is, those kind of people, you need to go ahead and be that kind of person. But I don't really need to give you much encouragement. I see that. So I'm just going to let that ride, and then I'm going to look more generally here. Yeah, I'm supposed to say, just because outward circumstances are kind of chaotic, it being Mercury retrograde, that we're supposed to go ahead and maybe focus on what we can do as people and stay away from naysayers and that kind of thing. But we're able to do more than we ever thought possible. And so we need to turn our attention there and be our own role models. And we would sleep better knowing that there's role models, good role models on the planet doing their thing. And okay, let's see if that's not just something about, if this was it's kind of the last, if this is the last day on the planet, what would you do? Would you, if you had a bunch of food in your cupboards, I probably would, make a great big feast, that kind of thing. But they're just kind of saying, you try to live your life as best as you could and hope for the best. And somebody has somebody in their life that used to say, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. They don't really live their life that way because they're very positive about people, but they have fond memories of somebody saying that to them. And something about, we need more positive people out there. So if there's anything that you can do that adds to the world being a better place, perhaps we should just probably consider that, and get on board with that. And usually something about, usually like-minded people know how to have fun, and they're pretty good at it. And that is what I'm trying to say, is you can have fun sitting around and talking about good works and that kind of thing, good ideas, and that can be really fun and very fulfilling. And then I'm kind of seeing somebody dancing me out, so I'm going to dance you out and say, hey, this is where we put our top hat on, and then we tilt our head and we lift it up and we do our jazz hands, and we say, thank you, God, that there's another day. Thank you for blessing for me with another day. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I look forward to working with you again. Blessings for the week. Bye-bye.